Hello and welcome to Over Enthusiastic Game Guide. I'm SerroDan. This guide will be showing you, well, actually, it's not really a guide, but nonetheless, I will show you 5 whole Easter eggs within game. Not that kind of Easter egg, though. So let's count down. Let's start with number 5. This Easter egg is pretty recent as of Legion and may seem very familiar to you if you know your old YouTube videos, but somehow this managed to find its way into game. You may remember back in 2008, a particular video consisting of a trio of unicorns on a particular adventure to reach a particular mountain. That's right, I'm referring to the old classic, Charlie, or should I say, Charlie, the unicorn, who are going to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Yeah, we're going to Candy Mountain. Anyway, for those who are unfamiliar to this, Charlie the Unicorn was a viral video about 3 unicorns who go on an adventure. One of those unicorns, Charlie, is taken to the most obscure places by the other 2 unicorns. And the other 2 unicorns have got a method in their madness and proceed to thieve Charlie of what really matters to him. In particular, his kidneys are one of them. But you don't need both of those. So basically, they found Candy Mountain in Game 2. Now it's up to us to follow in their hoof steps. So let's make our way to Azuna, in particular over here. Here we find a mysterious magical entrance. Upon clicking the magical swirl, we'll be transported to what I believe to be Candy Mountain. It's just lacking the said candy. But what it's not lacking is 3 unicorns. Granted, one of them is dead, but there are 3 nonetheless. Now, you'll see 2 unicorns standing over this corpse, whose colours closely match the colours of the unicorns in the video. And the deceased unicorn is actually called Charlie. Looks like the other guys took it a bit too far this time, wouldn't you say? Bit too far. Charlie! Number 4. This one makes a magical twist as we take a step into the wizarding world. Here we make our way to the instant Charlemagne's. At 4 bosses in, we get to the viewing room, where there are quite a few bored students who are taking part in what appears to be a potions class. And this class is being taught by Professor Slate. That all does sound very familiar. Also in this room, you'll notice the pictures move. It's like their eyes follow you around the room. You know what, that's also familiar. If you were to look up, you'll notice that the candles are floating. It must be some sort of spell. This actually, come to think about it, this whole room does look awfully familiar. So many references, so many things just jumping out at you. Okay, then this must be a reference to Harry Potter, and they're in Professor Snape's class. It all makes sense now. What a bore. Number 3. We take a trip to the Outlands, over to the Neverstorm. Over to Area 52. I suppose this place is a lot less secret than Area 51. But I guess they still must deal with extraterrestrial subjects, because the guards on the gate are in your typical black suits. And glasses. The little goblins in black. This may be a reference to Men in Black. That film? Too much of a coincidence? I think not. Number 2. Now this one is by far my favourite Easter egg. This one is actually a quest. But in order to get this quest, we need to complete a chain of quests first to be able to unlock it. So we need to go to Everlook in Winterspring for these. First off, you need to complete the chain quest from Lift the Life, followed by Kilram, and then SerroDan. After that, you've unlocked the Easter egg. Now, just outside, talk to Umi Rumplesnicker. Rumplesnicker. To get Echo Free. Figured out what it is yet? No worries if you haven't, let's continue to do this quest. So following it over here, you come across this box, Echo Free. And upon completing the quest, you are ambushed by some sort of Yeti and you black out. And you wake up to this scene. Surely you must know what it is by now. This happens to be a reference to the Star Wars films, The Empire Strikes Back. In the film, Luke is iced up to the ceiling, being held captive by Wampa, which seems identical to this situation in game. Here, we too have to attack the ice to be able to get down, but unfortunately there are no lightsabers here, so we can't use the force we so wish to use. Ah well, maybe another time. And finally, number 1, to Dalaran, the new one that is on the Broken Isles. Let's grab a drink at the bar, shall we? In this bar we have a familiar sighting sitting in the centre of the room. Not the table with the coffees on it, but more so the NPCs that are sitting across from one another. Roscoe and Rachel. Is it me, or is this dangerously close to Ross and Rachel from the Friends series? This seems like this is too much of a coincidence, methinks. It just has to be. But the one thing this place is missing, though, is a Gunther. Everyone needs a Gunther. Oh well. But maybe, do you know what? Maybe we should just take a break from all of these Easter eggs. Hmm. Actually, no pun intended, if you believe me. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with new videos. But for now, take care.